NMS eLearning Systems is proud to present our lead consultant, the DLA Guru. The DLA Guru has been successfully contracting with the DLA for the past 20 years, and he is poised to provide end-to-end B2B consulting services and professional training services to empower our clients with effective strategies and repeatable contracting solutions to gain an edge in winning both supply and/or service contract awards through the Defense Logistics Agency and the U.S. federal government. This video training segment will showcase one of the many methods derived by the DLA Guru to assist our students and clients on how to best unlock the powerful functionalities of SAI Global's Logicom and Opportunity Manager data management online software tools for increased success with winning federal supply and services contracts through the DLA and the U.S. federal government. Grab a pad and a pen, sit back and relax, and learn how the DLA Guru empowers our clients and students on being successful with the DLA and the U.S. federal government.
You?
Yeah, hey, I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, I forgot to hit the record button here, but
no worries, man.
Yeah, I'm doing pretty good, Chris. I can't complain. Yeah, I'm back down in Dallas here. So we have two offices, one in St. Louis, one in Dallas that I primarily work back and forth. So I've been back here for a couple of months, and the weather is much better than that. St. Louis.
I can't imagine. I can't imagine. As a matter of fact, I need to take a visit to Texas. My wife and kids want to take a look. They've been having this itch about wanting to move to Texas. So I may have to hit you up regarding Texas in general, man.
Yeah, you thinking Dallas over like Houston or Austin or?
You know what? I'm in tech, so I guess it would be more Austin. I'm not opposed to Dallas either. I mean, I think it's more of the mature of the cities in Texas.
Yeah.
But you know, for the kids' sake, I'd imagine Austin and, you know, Houston would probably be more for, you know, a young family.
For a young family, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. Yeah, man. But okay, so I got you today, and you know, I want to make sure I can maximize our time today. And I saw congrats. I saw your email.
Thank you, sir.
Got your first award.
I did.
Yeah. All right, cool. So I always like to get a little feedback from folks who have taken the masterclass. And I think I have a video on YouTube about one of the student clients that actually took the masterclass and won as well. And it's a good feedback loop to kind of talk a little bit about, you know, your experience with the class and how it may have supported that. And then anything that's like proprietary to your contract, that's something that I won't share with the audience as that. But yeah, man, just to kind of get a little feedback from you as to how the masterclass worked out for you, and then what you learned from the class and how you were able to apply it to see if those techniques actually assisted you with this win.
Well, the masterclass is pretty good, man. It was quite informative, and it really allowed me to realize that I can get into this industry with very little, well, I shouldn't say very little effort, because it takes a lot of work, but not having to be fully educated on everything, right? So you have to get out there in order to gain the experience. You're not going to get it by continuously watching videos, and you know, you have to act.
Yeah.
And one of the things that the masterclass really dealt with for me is organization, organizing your bids. What I noticed is that winning is not the hardest thing, because the hardest thing comes after. The hardest part comes after, right? Fulfillment. So you have to have yourself organized, one. Two, you need your vendors, definitely. For me, I started focusing on having at least 2 or 3 vendors that is flexible with me and will work with the fact that, hey, I am submitting bids. It's not an overnight request. So when I'm asking for, you to give me a quote, it's not going to be fulfilled within the next day or the next week. It can take a month, it could take 2 months, it could take even longer. So it's about developing that relationship with your vendors, right? And that's one thing I took away from that as well. But more so key from the training, it was maintaining an organized environment in order for you to track what is being communicated, the solicitations that you're submitting, the vendors that you're submitting to, because at first, I'm telling you, I was sending it to everyone. Everyone that would give me an ear, until I started making sense of the entire process, thinking about it, how would I do this in my corporate environment? Because as a senior IT manager, I do procurement as well. So I'm like, okay, I feel like I'm spreading myself thin in my business. So I need to, focus and start targeting these key areas. And that is what has been successful, coupled with, the fact that listening to your videos, watching your videos, how to fill out the solicitations, and the one thing that I should have called you earlier, Kiwi, because I know I could have gotten 2 other solicitations, and I kind of bombed on the first 2 because I got the traceability request from 2 others, and I think I screwed that up royally.
Yeah, I did see in today's session, you wanted to kind of go over traceability, and we'll definitely, I have the perfect process for that.
Okay.
We'll dive into that a little bit, kind of like off of the public forum.
Okay.
That's proprietary, so
I definitely appreciate you on that.
Yeah, no problem, man. But yeah, so we'll kind of shift away from the public forum now, and we're going to go ahead and dive into the nitty gritty of today's training. All right, cool.
Oh, absolutely.
I'll cut it there. But all right, now we can move into the real deal now.
Man, I can tell you, I got 2 great deals, and I'll be as transparent as I can.
Okay.
So I got 2 very good quotes, and the officer sent, I got the email for traceability request, and I was so excited because I know, based on your video, after traceability and you provide that, you get the contract.
You got it.
So tell me why I went ahead and I got the contract. I got some of the information they requested. I put it on their new. One thing I realized I should have done, hindsight being 2020, is also put exactly what they're requesting in the traceability request.
Yeah.
Which is, they have specific language that they want to see on the quote. Yeah. And all I did was I just put new. And I did not adjust the pricing for what I submitted.
Okay.
That was the big no-no, because what I did was I requested for my vendor to add new, to make sure new was on there. And I just forwarded the quote with the pricing that the vendor gave me, and not the adjusted quote that I submitted to the DLA.
Oh.
Twice.
Oh, okay. Got it. Yeah. So make sure I understand too, because the DLA, they want unredacted, traceability, whereas they don't want you modifying, like blanking out pricing or you can make edits to the traceability document to make sure it fits. But the DLA is really, looking, they don't accept emails. They don't accept screenshots from websites. You have to actually get a PDF file from the vendor.
No, it was PDF. And after I got the updated, I just forwarded it straight to them. And that was it.
All right. Well, you're going to love what I'm getting ready to send you. I basically started preparing it this morning, and our call came up, and I was like, oh, I'm not done yet, but here. I got this one little last piece, and then I'm going to send you this document. And this is going to be the perfect 3-step process that I train everyone on my team as well on how to do the proper traceability. It's a 100% effective solution to traceability. And
I could tell you that. So when I got the first traceability, I scheduled a meeting with you. But then I realized that when I scheduled it, it was from a previous meeting, right? Calendar invite. So it canceled it. And I got distracted. So I should have rescheduled for the prepaid, and man, listen, I'm glad I'm doing it now.
Yeah, no problem, man. Okay, so here I am. I'm gonna send you a Word document that I
Okay.
think will be good, and then we can kind of talk over it as well.
Hi, and welcome to our platform. We are in pursuit of 1,000 new subscribers to our YouTube channel, and we'd appreciate your assistance by liking and subscribing to our channel so the DLA Guru can reach a greater audience and provide you with more video hacks and valuable content on how to work from home and make money with the U.S. federal government today.
They're looking for your quote. They don't, believe it or not, man, when they're getting ready to award the contract, it's irrelevant to what you're buying it for. So they're not trying to count your money. What they're really doing is trying to make sure that you're providing a bona fide part, that they can trace it. So traceability is all about making sure that you're comparing apples and apples.
Okay.
So that's why they say unredacted, meaning like they don't want you to take a black magic marker and cross out anything. Right.
Gotcha.
And so they will never come back and say, wait a minute, you're selling this to us for, you're trying to sell, a hammer for $1,000. They will never do that. Never.
That's why I was wondering, because the initial traceability that I think the only thing that was missing from the first two is that they were asking for the same language, which is new, genuine, and exact product, cage code, and part number. Mm-hmm. And I did the new, but it also had the name of the product number, and all the information, pretty much all the information that I thought. It just didn't have the cage number on it.
Yeah, didn't have the cage,
but it had the name of the company, which the cage code represented anyway.
Okay, so that's where that secondary letter that I was mentioning, that because traceability is like, again, tracing the product source. They just want to make sure that it's a bona fide. HP is a real sensitive area because there are a lot of companies that have remanufactured product that they'll say it's HP. They'll have, they'll have used cartridges, and then they'll have like knockoff vendors and things like this. And so the DLA is sensitive to HP being bona fide genuine, because they know that if they use the wrong kind of cartridge in those printers, that it voids the warranty.
Exactly.
It goes wrong. So that's why they're really, really sensitive about it. We're not an authorized HP distributor, so it's awesome if you can get your hands on it. We're part of the Ability One program. Ability One does remanufactured goods.
Gotcha.
But the DLA, sometimes we'll bid on them and offer the Ability One alternate at a much lower price, but we never win because they just want bona fide
original new parts, and that's what I always specify. With my vendor. So I'm very clear with that.
Is your vendor an authorized? Well, two things. Are you an authorized HP? Can you buy straight from HP? Or are you buying?
No, I'm not. I'm actually buying from the vendor.
Okay, so that vendor would have to, that secondary letter, if you can get your hands on that, to show on HP letterhead that vendor you're buying from is an authorized distributor of HP bona fide OEM parts. That's probably the piece that you may have missed, because the contract officer, they're going to need to show that that's all this is linking right back to HP. Right.
Okay. All right. Not a problem. In fact, using your company, where is it? Here it is. Your company product.
Okay, the part pricing tool and all that.
The part pricing tool, yes.
Yeah. So, it's a game changer.
It is. I definitely appreciate you on that. So this was the award.
Perfect.
Right. And so I don't know where to go from here.
All right, cool. Click the link there.
This one or this one?
No, the one at the bottom. So that right there, anytime you get that very bottom link, that's the gold link right there. That's the one that's going to give you your award document. So the first thing I do whenever I get an award, one, you're going to save this. And so I would create a folder on your computer, where you can store.
I actually thought that I had saved it. So let me do that right now.
And I typically call it awards to process. That way I can kind of just drop all the awards that come in. And that way you have a timestamp and things like that, just to kind of manage all the awards. And
this is what I said, quotes one.
Yeah. There it
So
is.
so that's the quote, but this is the award. So let me do it like you say. Quotes one, and
I call it
just
DLA awards to process.
okay. Okay, so then I can put it in here and save it.
And save it.
Okay, awesome.
Cool. All right. So now that it's up, and if it's okay, Chris, I'd like to just request
Go ahead and drive. That's fine.
of your screen so I can kind of look at it and request. And I can
Yes.
kind of see what we're working with, because there are two things in the chat. I also put a link to the VSM website.
Okay.
Because you're going to need that, especially, and this is awesome, Chris. I see, man, you did a great job, because this one is a other
Yes,
contract
sir.
report.
Origin.
All right. And other means that the DLA is going to pick up the tab to have it shipped from your house back out, right?
Yes.
So whatever you've been able to negotiate with your actual vendor, you know, again, let's see, let me scroll down some. And this is DLA troop support. Great. And you got 134 of these items. Oh my God. Look at,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You, the man. Great. Okay, man. This is what I love to see. All right, cool. So, next thing, I'm getting really excited. So now, as we're going down, all this information, when you get an award, the award kind of looks like the solicitation document, right?
It does. It does.
Yeah, very much so. And a lot of it is boilerplate information. So don't get too caught up in like, oh man, with all these different, words and text, what are they talking about? So like this first page here is talking about, they have this first destination transportation program. So the FDT, okay. This is linking back to VSM. That's what I put into the chat, and we're going to go over that today as well, because you're going to need to have access to VSM in order to process the shipping. All right. So FDT is fairly new. They started this, I would probably say, in the last 10 years. Prior to the FDT program, everything was FOB destination, right? So the VSM is a fairly new tool that the DLA has implemented in order to help, vendors, help the warfighter, get products moved. Also, please don't forget to check out my flagship masterclass, 8 steps to successful federal supply contract bid submissions to the DLA. This masterclass provides a balanced approach to virtual education and is designed for both beginners and seasoned companies alike, with proven techniques on the best way to position your organization to being successful with winning federal supply contracts with the DLA. The masterclass contains 3.5 hours worth of content, along with proprietary and recommended software tools designed to empower you for success with the DLA. Check out the links provided in the description below to learn more today.
We hope that our video has both educated and inspired you to grow more with us. Feel free to explore our NMS e-learning systems product solution links as provided below. If you are interested in learning how you can obtain a discounted subscription with SAI Global's featured DLA data management online software tools, including additional world-class one-on-one contracted training services with the NMS e-learning systems team, please email your request for additional information to FED.Contracting@nmsupply.com today. Please be sure to click both the like button and subscribe button, including the notification bell, so you can be alerted when our new exclusive NMS e-learning systems video content is posted to empower you.